you seeking prior approval or prior rejection? Here's 50 reasons you'll cry into your floor plans.
Welcome to Planning Permission Panic Room, where your dreams of converting lots and flipping shops get slowly crushed under 198-page PDFs and planning conditions that make less sense than your uncle's WhatsApp voice notes. Today, I'm joined by Joseph, a man who's tangled with the UK prior approval system so many times, it's officially a toxic relationship.
I've submitted more prior approval applications than I've had hot meals. Let's do this. Let's delve into the typical prior approval nightmares. You forgot permitted development rights were removed. You're in a flood zone and it didn't realize until the refusal. You need a bat survey again.
Wing check.
You assumed it was automatically permitted. Your neighbours objected before you've even submitted. Your drawings are too detailed and scared the case officer.
Page overwhelmed.
You used the wrong form twice. You forgot to include the noise impact assessment. You swore it was an office, turns out to be a goat shed.
Miss ID.
You submitted, the council has gone completely silent.
Let's pause. Bats? Silence? Goat sheds? Honestly, prior approval is less of a planning route and more of an emotional roller coaster, operated by badgers. You're out here thinking, quick and simple. Meanwhile, your neighbours are calling lawyers and your planning officer is using a ruler from 1976.
Tell me about it. Here's more residential fumbles. You own a Maisonette, no rights for you. Your extension exceeds 3 meters, which is apparently illegal. The house was already extended in 1982, so tough luck.
Retro slam.
You added a balcony to a flat roof, how daring. Your access road looks like a goat track. Your dormer looks like a spaceship.
Alien roof.
You forgot to account for protected oak tree. You want to turn it into a HMO with no fire doors. You thought prior approval meant free for all.
Rule Chuck.
Neighbour hired a barrister, casual.
Let me guess. You thought prior approval was like a nice cup of tea? Wrong. It's a triple espresso laced with litigation. Maisonettes are banned, trees have more rights than you, and if you mention HMO within earshot of the council, they're called back up.
Tell me about it. Here's more residential mayhem. You're building an extension on the front garden. You've gone up 2 stories, no design changes. You didn't check the Article 4 direction.
Mac panic.
Your design fails the daylight test. Your property is in a designated conservation area. You forgot the heritage statement.
Brown pat.
You didn't include drainage details. Your house has already reached its full volume limit. You thought permitted meant do whatever.
It's fine.
You used AI to draw your floor plans with emoji labels.
Quick question. When you said, we'll just go up 2 floors, did you also say, what's the worst that could happen? Because I'll tell you, conservation area rejections have the energy of a Shakespearean insult. And no, AI can't replace actual drawings. Your plan had a bath instead of a bathroom. That's not visionary, that's confusing.
Tell me about it. Here's more commercial chaos. You thought Class MA was a shortcut, not a side quest. You forgot to prove the building was vacant for 3 years, or more like 3 months. Your shop has residential flats above it.
Ceiling tap.
You didn't consider bin stores or cycle parking, obviously. You have no step-free access and a council notice.
Stare.
You're near a listed building. Your proposed use conflicts with the local plan. There's no fire escape, but plenty of ambition.
Exit spin.
You tried converting a shop into a cat cafe in a flood zone.
Let me say this, if you're opening a cat cafe in a flood zone, you better hand those cats some life jackets. And look, Class MA is not a free trial for Photoshop. It's like sneaking into the back door of planning law with a briefcase full of dreams and no parking provision.
Tell me about it. Where prior approval just says no. You're in a national park. Your property is part of a World Heritage Site. You live in a listed building. Prior approval laughs at you.
Brick
Your
bow.
home is a flat. No rights for you. You're smack in the middle of a greenbelt. You forgot about building regulations entirely.
Oops spilled.
You try to start work before approval. One refusal letter, and now the case officer avoids your emails. You assumed permitted equals guaranteed.
Dream pop.
You let your dog design the extension.
And here's where it all collapses like a poorly supported dormer. National parks, greenbelt, World Heritage Sites, that's not prior approval territory. That's do not pass go, do not collect 200 land. And as for your dog designed extension, respect. It still made more sense than half the applications we see.
So yes, prior approval can be used for residential and commercial development, but only under specific conditions. And if you don't check the fine print, you're just building castles in the air, probably in a flood zone.
So if this episode felt a little too real, good, because we specialize in saving people from their own overconfidence. Head over to AGA-Associates.com and book your free online strategy session before you start drawing dormers the size of a double-decker bus. Talk to someone who speaks fluent planning officer. Until next time, keep your drawings clear, your reports submitted, and your pets away from your architectural drawings.
If this sounds like you, book your online strategy session with me, Joseph Aniedo, founder of AGA Associates, and take the first steps towards avoiding costly mistakes and securing the best architectural and planning solutions for your property. Full details are in the description below. Thank you.
Peace.